Hello, gentlemen. Good to see y'all. Week 2 is now in the books. Got myself my first win. Didn't think I was going to pull it off. I thought Tony was actually going to... Tony was projected to win, and I thought he was going to, and just barely squeaked by. But, well, let's get it underway. First game, we'll start with Thanks for the Beer with Tony and with Steve with the Comeback Kids. Tony, you had Hurts had a good game. Saquon Barkley had a good game. What's going on here? Garrett Wilson, TJ Hawkins had a hell of a game. But unfortunately, Barkley got injured, so I think he's out for a few weeks. And Eckler was out, which didn't help you at all. That's a rough one. Deep on your bench was Eckler, obviously, and also Debo. Debo with 15. That might have, I think that would have got you a couple more points. Versus Steve. Tua had a kind of a rough game with 11. McCaffrey was good with 18, like usual. Tyreek Hill, 10, pretty average. Tampa Bay defense killed it, 19. But on your bench, you had Connor and also Sky Moore. Connor had 16 and Sky Moore had 13. So final score was 111 Tony, 81 Steve, which 81 I think is who pays beer this week. Sorry, Steve. And then we've got Matt, the autonomous killer harpster. And I thought I said hamster at first when I was like that. Just picture like a wheel. Matt with 85 against Chocolate Starfish with 90. So Matt, you got Josh Allen had a good game, 22, better than his first game. Devontae Adams was solid with 14. Devontae Smith with 19. I think you had some low numbers like on your running backs. I think ETN. I think you have ETN. And I think they had like 4. It was no help on the running back side. However, on your bench, you had Brian Robinson who got 26, and then Mike Evans had 23, and Nakua had 14. Those are just one of those things where they killed it during those games, but you never know when they're going to explode. So, and then at Al, Herbert, 22. Decent game for him. And then I also had Pollard. Pollard had 12. Pollard's always going to be a solid. He's going to have his average in his blow-up games, but he's a solid runner. Dallas defense is still solid with 16. 35 points the week before, so Dallas is killing it defensively. On your bench, you had Lockett with 17 points. It wouldn't have got you the win. You probably could have swapped it out for somebody else, but you got the win, but not the beer. So, and then we got good old Hoppy and Team Finn. Hoppy, I got 113, 2 points over Tony, and Jim got 91. So Lamar Jackson finally had a decent game, better than his what was it, 5 points? I think his first game was terrible. And Derrick Henry with 15, Bijan Robinson with 16, Lamb had 14, James Cook with 15. Everyone was kind of like pretty solid, like had good games. I had Pickens on the bench for 18, which I'm surprised that Steelers haven't been playing that great, so I'm surprised he did as good as he did. And then Finn, you got Mahomes with 21. Kenneth Walker had a hell of a game with 17. Oh, God, Chubb, dude. Oh, that was so terrible. Chubb with 6 points, and that was hard to see. Sorry that you lost an RB, and sorry, I hate to see Chubb. Chubb's a great runner, and I like watching him. I'll just enjoy watching him as a running back. He's a solid player. Justin Jefferson, 13. Rashad White, 16. On your bench, though, I didn't do the math all the way, but you had T. Higgins with 20 and Keenan Allen with 23. I think you may have been able to squeak through a win for the week had you rearranged a couple people. But all in all, good fight. That's what beauty that fantasy is. You never know what week to week's going to bring you. But anyways, yeah, I guess that sums up this week's total. But I'll, I guess, see you sometime this week, Steve, or you can drop it off on my doorstep whenever you feel the need. So take care, guys. Good luck this weekend, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.